I'm Mary West on the Voice of the Foothills, AM 950 K-High. The Colonel Bud Anderson statue was unveiled by the Colonel himself along with artist Doug Van Houd during the fundraiser and tribute to the World War II flying ace. And the 92-year-old fighter pilot spoke of his adopted home of Auburn and his appreciation of the outpouring of admiration and respect from the city, who has now dedicated a street to their local hero, and now this life-size bronze statue.
I'm getting old. And, people ask me the same questions over and over and over and over. What was it like? Did you ever think, back in the 40s that you would be up here and we'd be worried about a statue for you? Hell no. I'll tell you what, as a group, we were only worried about what was going on right there at the moment. We didn't even worry about tomorrow. We just got to get through today. Even after you got through the hard part, you still had to cross the North Sea and get back in and don't crack up on the landing. And we had no thought of, the future, to tell you the truth. So you survive, and then 90-something years later, people are saying, "Oh, what's it like to have a statue?" Well, I don't know what to say, The thing that I can tell you is, I never really had a hometown. I grew up on a farm. Newcastle was my home record. That was my hometown, I guess. But there wasn't much there in those days anyway. But, you only went there to get your mail or go there to go to school. Of course, I married a local girl, Ellie Cosby. Best thing that ever happened to me, I'll tell you. We're working on number 68 right now. But, not having had a hometown, well, we come back here, it was her hometown. And it was mine too, because I went to high school here. Well, then you find out about your hometown a little more. And one thing I found out about Auburn is that they're right up front when it comes to the veterans. I've really noticed that. And this little town, somebody breaks wind down there and they'll have a parade, I tell you, Auburn is pretty darn patriotic under today's circumstances, and I could see that, and it really feels good to me. That's something like I say, how does that feel? Well, it feels great. It feels warm. I love Auburn. And I'm overwhelmed by this. I really did tell Doug. He spreads the story. He says, "God, why don't you wait till I die and I'm gone, and then you can do all this stuff." So that's the way I feel. But it is a great pleasure for me to be here and to see it happen. And I thank you very, very much for your turnout and support and all things like that. Thank you.
Colonel Clarence Bud Anderson is a triple ace, meaning he shot down 16 1/4 planes. The artist, Van Houd, says that there's still much work to be done, including the bronze plane that will be part of the finished statue to be permanently placed at the Auburn airport. The statue's estimated cost is $100,000, and they still need help with funding. To learn more, you can contact the Auburn Aviation Association or the Van Houd Studio at dougvanhoud.com. I'm Mary West on the Voice of the Foothills, AM 950 K-High.